Hey everyone, every once in a while, I'll receive an email that stops me in my tracks, and this is one of those emails. It came from a board attorney who recently resigned from VA, and after I read it, I want to share the results of a recent survey completed by more than 300 board attorneys. But turning to the email, this is what he wrote. Hi Doug, the email you shared on June 25th really resonated, so much so that I have resigned from VA. I was denied my within grade increase for being 6 cases behind, but 2 weeks before I was even due for the promotion. Rather than run myself ragged to catch up, which would have happened with leave and hard work, I instead decided to go elsewhere, as has another person on my team. A third attorney is anticipating leaving our team next week too, all because of everything you perfectly captured in your email. Coming to VA meant so much to me. I tried to hang in there, but the blatant disregard for the rule of law didn't sit right with my own moral compass. I feel I'm better suited serving veterans elsewhere and with even more gusto, knowing what's really going on behind the scenes. Your work on our behalf is appreciated. I just wanted to make sure I said so before my last day. After reading his email, the obvious question is this. What is really going on behind the scenes at the Board of Veterans' Appeals? Well, we recently surveyed board attorneys. More than 300 responded. Here are just some of the findings from that survey. 97% said the current performance standards have increased the likelihood of factual or legal errors in board decisions. 94% disagreed that the current standards provide enough time to conduct meaningful de novo review as required by law. And 91% said board leadership was legally required to restore the pre-October 1st, 2025 performance standards following Judge DuBose's March 13th, 2026 injunction. Only 1% said they were not, and these are all attorneys. Finally, 80% of respondents said they do not have confidence in senior board leadership. The survey also gave attorneys the opportunity to share comments in their own words. And here are 3 I selected because they're short. I'll be producing these, but they're all pretty much the same. Number 1, people don't not want to be fired, so they are cutting corners wherever possible to meet their production goals. The work product considered acceptable today is embarrassing and a real disgrace to our nation's veterans. 2, I have had to take shortcuts that I believe result in me missing evidence that is important. And number 3, board morale is about as low as I have seen it in the past 25 years. Production levels are impossible for most without working beyond the normal working hours. I no longer recommend the board for anyone looking for a change in their legal career. So let that sink in. And before I close, I want to thank all of you who continue to serve our nation's veterans under extraordinarily difficult circumstances. We know the sacrifices you're making, and we appreciate everything you do. I don't think that's said enough. And by the way, Local 17 is one of the strongest locals in AFGE, and that is largely because of our members. So a big thank you to our dues-paying members. And if you're not a member already, I hope you'll consider joining us, because together we can continue fighting for your rights and for the veterans we all serve. Thank you very much for watching.